case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
A Supreme Court case in 2001, Rogers v. Tennessee, centered on the question of whether individuals have the right to know what actions are considered criminal in the eyes of the law, and whether or not a judicial rule can be created and judged retroactively in a given individual's case if it is unexpected and indefensibly harsh. The defendant, Wilbert K. Rogers, was found guilty of committing second-degree murder in the state of Tennessee. His argument was that the retroactive abolition of the rule, known as the year-and-a-day rule, violated his innate right to understand what actions would result in criminal charges, and thereby violated his constitutional right to a due process. Under this now abolished rule, it was deemed that an individual could not be formally charged with murder if the victim died beyond a year and a day after the felony act. Tennessee's Supreme Court put an end to this rule and applied this new system to Rogers' case, thereby justifying the upholding of his conviction. The court reasoned that their verdict was neither arbitrary nor unjust, but was instead a logical exercise of common lawmaking. In this sense, the right to the abolishment of the year-and-a-day rule was as much an act of adhering to reason and sense as it was updating archaic legislation. Rogers' appeal to the Supreme Court resulted in a ruling that favored a balance between judicial discretion in interpreting criminal law and the constitutional protections of individual rights. Taking a light from Bowie's principle of fair warning, the Supreme Court ruled that whilst the ex post facto clause does not apply directly to courts, retroactive application of judicial interpretations is permissible within limit, since there's a verifiable impact on legal precedents. Overall, the decision set a precedent about the power of judicial interpretation and changed the way the judiciary operates, particularly in regards to its relationship with the common law system. Despite Rogers' claims, the abolition of the antiquated year-and-a-day rule was deemed not to be a violation of his due process rights. The verdict upheld the legitimacy of legal progression set against the constancy of fair and unambiguous warning of criminal consequences.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.